I am talking about millions of men whom they have knowingly instilled with fear and a complex of inferiority, whom they have infused with despair and trained to tremble, to kneel and behave like flunkies. A. Césaire, Discourse on Colonialism. Don't expect to see any explosion today. It's too early or too late. I'm not the bearer of absolute truths. No fundamental inspiration has flashed across my mind. I honestly think, however, it's time some things were said. Things I'm going to say, not shout. I've long given up shouting. A long time ago. Why am I writing this book? Nobody asked me to, especially not those for whom it is intended. So in all serenity, my answer is that there are too many idiots on this earth. And now that I've said it, I have to prove it. Striving for a new humanism, understanding mankind, our black brothers. I believe in you, man. Racial prejudice, understanding and loving. I'm bombarded from all sides with hundreds of lines that try to foist themselves on me. A single line, however, would be enough. All it needs is one simple answer, and the black question would lose all relevance. What does man want? What does the black man want? Running the risk of angering my black brothers, I shall say that a black is not a man. There is a zone of non-being, an extraordinarily sterile and arid region, an incline stripped bare of every essential from which a genuine, new departure can emerge. In most cases, the black man cannot take advantage of this descent into a veritable hell. Man is not only the potential for self-consciousness or negation. If it be true that consciousness is transcendental, we must also realize that this transcendence is obsessed with the issue of love and understanding. Man is a yes, resonating from cosmic harmonies. Uprooted, dispersed, dazed, and doomed to watch as the truths he has elaborated vanish one by one. He must stop projecting his antinomy into the world. Blacks are men who are black. In other words, owing to a series of affective disorders, they have settled into a universe from which we have to extricate them. The issue is paramount. We are aiming at nothing less than to liberate the black man from himself. We shall tread very carefully, for there are two camps, white and black. We shall inquire persistently into both metaphysics, and we shall see that they are often highly destructive. We shall show no pity for the former colonial governors or missionaries. In our view, an individual who loves blacks is as sick as someone who abhors them. Conversely, the black man who strives to whiten his race is as wretched as the one who preaches hatred of the white man. The black man is no more inherently amiable than the Czech. The truth is that we must unleash the man. This book should have been written 3 years ago, but at the time the truths made our blood boil. Today the fever has dropped, and truths can be said without having them hurled into people's faces. They are not intended to endorse zealousness. We are wary of being zealous. Every time we have seen it hatched somewhere, it has been an omen of fire, famine, and poverty, as well as contempt for man. Zealousness is the arm par excellence of the powerless. Those who heat the iron to hammer it immediately into a tool. We would like to heat the carcass of man and leave. Perhaps this would result in man's keeping the fire burning by self-combustion. Man freed from the springboard embodying the resistance of others and digging into his flesh in order to find self-meaning. Only some of you will guess how difficult it was to write this book. In an age of skepticism when, according to a group of salauds, sense can no longer be distinguished from nonsense, it becomes arduous to descend to a level where the categories of sense and nonsense are not yet in use.